just by clicking a couple links around.
Yeah, and 16 I think is the highest I've seen it during the locals for a while.
Exactly.
So, big thanks to y'all. Yeah.
All right, ZD versus a generic name. I believe this is one of, if not the last of the winner's quarters matches for the evening.
Yeah, and I love this character. Young Link is so cool to me. Like, just a fast projectile character can actually box pretty well, too.
Pretty well.
So many, like...
Pretty well.
Yeah, pretty well.
This character's boxing tools are like top 10.
His boxing tools, you know, they're okay. They're all right.
This character's neutral air should be tried at the Hague. It's too good.
You know, I will give you that. Oh, that was...
He tethered into the bomb explosion.
It's the mix-up. It's the mix-up.
But this is the problem, though, is that if you make one mistake, ZD can go ahead and go in on you easily. And with Fox having that solid reflector and shine, you can't necessarily spam projectiles against him. You have to be really judicious with where you're putting them arrows.
Yeah, you really got to respect the available frames, because you throw out a projectile too far away at the wrong moment, it might just be coming right back at you.
But what a comeback, though. Like, Generic Name really hung in there after ZD took like 100% lead and just managed to chip his way back. But ZD got a little bit of item gameplay himself, used that bomb to combo into that, the back air for the stock.
Stole this person's bomb and just killed him with it, just like that. That is just, that is impolite, to say the least.
Killing somebody with their own tool always just makes me pop off a little bit.
Oh, always.
It's like, oh, did you mean for that to happen? Because I did.
Absolutely. ZD's put out so much pressure, though. All the boxing tools in the world still make it pretty difficult to land in disadvantage against Fox. So that is the life Generic has to live. Was able to slip out past the ledge, though, and has the grab. This is a chance for them to really rack up some damage.
We get neutral air, not able to make too much out of it. And that's the problem. That down air usually such a resource in a lot of matchups where that you can just kind of like fade in with that. In this one, Fox is fast. He could definitely go ahead and challenge that from the side. Great aggressive up B. Going to force ZD to recover very low and not going to make it a little bit too low on that up B.
Wow. Yeah, the first up B in exactly the right spot. And Generic Name is still putting up pressure. ZD dropping shield a little too early even. This is incredible. Generic has adapted by barely putting out the item game, or the projectiles most of the time, and is actually just playing the close range game, saying, you know, it's not a long disjoint, it's not a long sword, but it's a sword.
I love ZD's response to that. He doesn't have too many tools that can like clank with that neutral air. When he's below a Generic Name, he just forward smashes it, just like stab it. I don't want to put up with this anymore.
Get that away from me.
To be honest, that's how I feel every time Young Link just snares at me halfway across the stage. It's like, no, I know what you're trying to do. I'm not going to run into it, please.
Oh, the point blank arrow that could have been deadly. Excellent tech there from ZD.
Needed that one for sure. And both these characters kind of trying to do the same thing, just landing with safe hitboxes like that neutral air from both of them. The difference is that ZD's will kill at this percent, while Generic Name needs to do a little bit more work. Toss him off stage. We're going to get it back here. Trying for it was ZD, but great roll in by Generic. He had to wait. The reason why he like dashed super hard there is because he was tech chasing instead of just immediately firing off that up smash because the boomerang coming back.
Ooh, perfect placement. I'm not going to lie. Running off there with the Nair into the Firefox had me worried for a minute, but backed off of it, put the boomerang in just the right spot.
Can we talk about Generic Name, like at the end of that, just like take a moment to stretch. He's yawning a little bit. He's sitting there and like he's really comfy in them pajama pants, comfy shoes, and then the hoodie.
The mind games.
Exactly. He's just out there. It's like, it's all in the day, man. I'm just out here chilling. You're the one who has to work hard and hit buttons.
Yeah, exactly. yeah. You have to. That's zoner privilege.
Exactly.
You have to approach me.
So getting on to Game 2, Town and City is the counter pick. I love this for ZD. He has the ability to kill off the side a lot sooner than he normally would, but also it feels like the Nair up smash confirms kind of make it so that the extra like 10, 15 damage he has to deal isn't really going to matter for that top blast zone.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Oh, already up on the platform here too. It's a dangerous spot for ZD to be in, but able to fade back and get away, turn things to his favor, and now the damage is starting to flow.
Yeah, just these up airs are just eating this man alive. It's so hard to land against Fox, and usually Generic Name would just rely on that down air and put out a big hit or disjoint below him, but ZD showed in Game 1 that you just can't rely on that.
And ZD, I love that ZD is tracking that boomerang so well. Not going for a jump follow-up there, knowing the boomerang's about to be curving up. The exact trajectory was going to be in an inconvenient spot.
And right there, you fired that up smash in frames away from getting hit by that boomerang. It's like you said, he has the great recognition of when he can and cannot respond. He's respecting the projectile game.
Yes. And respect is everything, especially those projectiles that come back after you throw them. They return. Sometimes, if you forget they're there, they will come back and end you. Wow.
Every time Fox does that, just like nair dash attack, I'm just like, okay, this is a good character. Anybody who said that he isn't at least high tier can go ahead and add that.
I'll extend that to just anything that happens after a Fox nair.
It's true, yeah. Fox can do what? Yeah, I guess so. Good character.
AGenericName going way off stage there to make the edge guard a little too far. Does confirm the stock, but at the cost of one of their own. So there's still a full stock lead here for ZD.
Tossing Generic up, but that platform is perfectly positioned to get him out of dodge.
Yeah. And now AGenericName is trying to get off of the ledge here, but able to make it back to mid-stage for just a moment. ZD has all the answers right now.
Missed tech.
Missed.
But it didn't kill. Anytime I see that splash screen, well, Town and City, I guess. Town and City and No Rage.
I thought it was over. I looked away.
So I think we both did. I think we both just like did that little, oh, got to change our positions, take a moment.
Yeah, I got a posture check,
There's more to play right here, and Generic, second lease on light taken away with that back air.
That spacing there from ZD at the end was beautiful. You can see the constant full hops there, just trying to line up the right trajectory with Generic's, and just at a range to where it wasn't going to connect normally. But as soon as Generic tried to nair it back, it's going to stick out just enough foot. And that was all it took.
Interesting, too. I think I haven't seen ZD's Wolf yet this tournament.
Yeah. I've been noticing a trend. Maybe it's just me, but something I picked up on is that it seems like ZD nowadays tends to start the Fox in most matchups, and then move to the Wolf if the set count starts to go against him by a little bit too much. But even then, I've seen ZD will switch back to the Wolf or back to the Fox afterwards.
Interesting.
So maybe just something to kind of break up the momentum, get mental refresher, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to be honest, it used to be the Wolf was his refresher because he was getting a little bit frustrated by the way the Fox had to play. But perhaps it's the meta these days, perhaps it's the matchups, or perhaps the man just confident.
Yeah. Well, that boomerang.
Nair's trading.
Oh.
I like that little mix. Why did ZD go single hit laser right there? That is an interesting option.
That's a melee laser right there.
Exactly.
That's from a different game. Oh wow, perfect spacing. Generic trying to go down to hit spinning slash one more time, but ZD's looking out for that now.
Dash attack actually nearly going to finish that stock up. ZD has to go low to avoid the projectiles, and that puts him in a spot where he is vulnerable to the down air. Undeckable situation. That move just disjointed enough to beat Firefox.
Excellent spacing here from Generic too. Look at this. Actually has ZD in the corner and he's just racking up damage, even stopping the jumps in, stopping the illusion.
Once more.
Nair does everything.
But Firefox finally bailing ZD out, but perhaps not. Oh no. He air dodge, and that is the terrible problem with Fox's angled air dodges, or directional air dodges rather, not the longest. And if you do it at stage level, you're just instantly dead.
Yeah.
Perils being a fastballer. Okay, I love that option. Like, Shine the Spike is a thing in this matchup, 100%.
Yeah. I'm still replaying that last stock in my head. Back air 1 off stage sometimes is more deadly than back air 2 for Youngling. It really is.
Yeah, because they react to it expecting that they have to get tech, and you're just fast falling out of it and be like, nope.
Yeah.
Don't you look foolish.
We're just dash attacking, nairing back and forth, using the good buttons. Let's go.
Safe pressure, responding with safe pressure. Did you fastball your nair properly? I don't know. Did you fastball yours?
I'll give you a nair on shield, and then you will give me a nair on shield. We will continue this until one of us is the victor.
Difference in this matchup feels like ZD's lead into a few more moves, though, and he's basically winning these neutral interactions. But AGenericName, no slouch here. It feels like all he needs is like one hit to open ZD up. So 88%, this is a dangerous spot for both players.
That was a cool setup with the back air 1 into the spinning slash, but ZD getting out and able to retaliate with the stock there. So Generic's to be very careful. Has that lead, but for how long? I mean, Fox can rack up damage so fast and make 1 or 2 mistakes. No air dodge here. Still surviving.
Good up tilt though. ZD aggressive to land through that platform, gets stuck on it, but no, gets the back air, forces Generic off stage. And the neutral calling out the jump from edge. Tons of damage, goes for the snow, goes for the up smash, and he misses and dies for it. No VA copium needed as Generic puts his region or his state on the map.